Vast open plains, immense spaces, eerie silence. But any feeling of emptiness is an illusion. The plains of our planet support the greatest gatherings of wildlife on Earth. This is a creature whose links with mankind go back more than 4,000 years. The herds are still wild, but no longer beyond the reach of man. This is their story. 2 million are thought to live here, but no one really knows. Their origins lie shrouded in the mists of time. Their distant ancestors walked the earth some 55 million years ago. They are creatures of habit. They follow the same pathways for generations, and they stick to their traditional migration routes, almost regardless of any changes that we may make to the landscape. Some herds travel over 2,000 miles a year. They're constantly on the move. Newborn calves have to be up and running the day they're born. An enormous variety of different animals join the convoy. They appear from everywhere, and they seem to know where they're going. Its head is a staring mass completely filled by 2 huge eyes with which it strains to detect its prey. But these are no ordinary eyes. The enormous yellow lenses enable their owner to distinguish between light produced by photophores and sunlight. The bright tips may be for attracting mates or dazzling predators. The rest may be camouflage as they journey up into the twilight zone. Their lives are ruled by the cycle of the seasons, as are those of the people who share this increasingly crowded land. All inhabitants of the Great Plains are exposed to the elements. They're very sociable animals. They live as long as we do, and their family ties can be just as sensitive and enduring as our own. Their children, like ours, will remain with their mothers until well into their teens, or even for life. The mature males live apart from the females and young, solitary or in bachelor herds. They come together only occasionally, usually to mate. The family parties that make up each clan may have been scattered, but they have no difficulty in finding one another again. They have a range of contact calls, from deep rumbles to loud trumpetings. But just how they keep in touch over such great distances used to be a mystery. But now the secret behind these reunions has been revealed. They can make noises too low-pitched for our own ears to hear, and this infrasound can carry an incredibly long way. They spend more than half of their lives feeding. Most working animals are still taken from the wild. They have long working lives, but they don't come into their strength until their teens. Training and handling is the work of the mahout. It's a skill that can only be learnt through a long apprenticeship, and it's often handed down from father to son. A mahout has to live with his animal and minister to its every need. Only so can he earn its respect and bring out the best in it. They have shared the land for thousands of years. As the population grows and the forests shrink, conflict can only increase. But if these giants are to thrive in the next millennium, compromise will be needed on both sides. They're running out of space and sympathy. And if they're no longer divine, will they soon be seen as nothing more than dangerous agricultural pests? So what does the future hold for this youngster? Without protection, they could follow the path to extinction trodden by their mammoth forebears. Whether they sink or swim will rest on the strength of the ancient bonds between these primeval creatures and ourselves.